Many people often remark that one of the most significant moments in their life is the day they met their new pet for the very first time. For the past 5 decades, Petland stores worldwide have been serving their communities and continue to pride themselves on matching loving families with their perfect pet. When it comes to finding the puppy that best fits your family and your needs, Petland is the perfect place to start. With extensive knowledge in the companion animal world, combined with our desire to be the best in our industry, you can bet the care and consideration we give our puppies and their new potential homes is second to none. In this 3rd installment of our Docu series, we'll give you an inside look into the daily life for a puppy in a Petland store. Starting with the puppy's arrival at 8 weeks, we'll show you the level of care that is our standard and what to expect inside of a Petland store on a daily basis. A Petland Cares docu-series, Petland, an inside look. Episode 3, Life at Petland. With over 200 retail locations worldwide, Petland has been leading the charge in matching families with the right pet and meeting the needs of both for over 50 years. They provide customers with the ability to meet and socialize with many different breeds of puppies to find that perfect match. In the previous episodes of this series, we've showed you where our puppies come from and what it's like in the day of the life of a professional, regulated breeder. Now, it's time to show you what life is like for a puppy at a Petland store. Caring for numerous animals and their needs daily isn't just a walk in the dog park. It's meticulous work and can get a bit messy, but that doesn't take away from the pure joy it is for us to work with puppies and customers looking to complete their family with a furry friend. So first, let's talk about how the puppies get to a Petland location. We asked Petland's Vice President of Animal Welfare, Brian Winslow, to answer that.
Both the breeder's goal and the pet store's goal is to get a puppy from the breeder to the pet store as quickly as possible and as humanely as possible. Petland puppies are transported in custom climate-controlled vans, and in those vans they have continuous access to nutritious food and water. Well, this is the best way to transport puppies because the environment that is created in these vans is to minimize stress. The puppies are always traveling with a travel companion, and it is a nice, cozy environment with continuous access to food and water.
Once each puppy arrives at Petland, it is greeted by the kennel staff and then examined by the store's consulting veterinarian to assure the puppy is happy, healthy, and ready to meet its forever pet parents. Each Petland relies on their veterinarian partners to ensure not only the health of the individual puppies, but the health of the kennel environment as a whole. We recently spoke with Petland's Director of Training, Andrew Nelson, to explain more.
There are vet protocols that are necessary in the operation of a Petland store, and every store is required to have a consulting veterinarian that works with the store to establish protocols for veterinary care. They will vary from store to store and from state to state based on state law or based on experience of the individual veterinarian, but they include things like vaccination protocols, deworming protocols. In addition to the vaccinations and dewormings and general health protocols, every store will have the veterinarian fill out an initial veterinary health exam on the puppies coming into our care to ensure that they're healthy and able to be placed in homes with our customers.
Even with every proper health protocol in place, when working with live animals, there is always a chance that a puppy can still feel under the weather. We asked Brian Winslow what happens at a Petland store when a puppy doesn't feel well.
Just like human adults and human babies, puppies can and will get sick. Now, if and when they do get sick, we will separate them from the general population, and they will either go to our support care center or we'll work with our attending veterinarian and come up with a recovery plan. But we will never knowingly sell a sick puppy.
Making sure the puppies are happy and healthy is the most important job description at Petland. Employees go through online and in-store training before they are able to actually care for the animals. Not only do they have to learn how to take care of all the essential daily needs, they also have to become extremely knowledgeable about the specific animals and breeds the location carries. Every single puppy breed has different requirements, whether it's behavioral, routine puppy maintenance, or environmental necessities, and it's up to Petland to match that certain puppy's needs with the family able to meet those standards and provide a loving environment for life.
So when somebody comes on as a new employee in our store, they go through a training process. And depending on the role in the store will dictate the course they take. So if they're being trained as an animal care technician, they'll have specific training things they do. If they're being trained as a pet counselor, they'll have a different set of things they'll do. There's some overlap. Some stuff is universal to everybody that gets hired. We teach them about where our pets come from. We teach them about animal sensitivity. We teach them about our culture as a company, our history, who we are as Petland. And then if you're an animal care technician, you'll start down the path of understanding what it means to take care of the puppies every single day. What are the processes that you go through in the opening of the store? How do you close the store? What are the daily things that have to happen with the pet? If you're a pet counselor, you start to learn about customer interaction, about how to ask the right kinds of questions that really get to the heart of our mission statement of enhancing the knowledge and enjoyment of the human-animal bond. There's a way to do that that becomes very effective. So each person in our store will have a specific training program they'll go through before they're allowed to interact with the pets in the kennel or to interact with our customers.
Even with the variety of positions and the extensive training involved, our pet counselors all have one thing in common. They have to love animals. We require passionate animal lovers to staff our locations, and we are proud of those that work in service to the furry, feathery, scaled, and finned. It takes hard work and dedication to care for animals every day that are in our care.
A day in the life of a Petland employee is going to vary based on their role within the store. If you're working in the kennel, it means you're going to be up very early in the morning. If you're in charge of getting that kennel open and presentable for the public at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. depending on when the store opens, you might be starting your day at 6 or 6:30. And you come in the morning and you're cleaning, you're disinfecting, you're feeding the puppies, you're observing, you're making sure everybody is healthy and doing well, you're communicating with the veterinarian. As the day goes on, it gets into regular maintenance things that have to do with the store itself. It's dealing with the daily care of the puppies. It's grooming, bathing, vaccinations, charts, all sorts of details that go into caring for these pets at a high level. If you're a pet counselor, your day may begin by taking care of some of the animals on the floor, meaning parakeets, hamsters, cockatiels, birds. You might start out in the fish department. It's any number of areas depending on your discipline within our store. And again, it's all about caring for the animals, feeding them, cleaning enclosures, observing overall health and well-being, and then you transition into dealing with the customers. Again, living our mission statement of matching that right pet with the right customer and meeting the needs of both.
If making sure the puppies are happy and healthy is the top priority, the next one would be finding them the perfect home. Petland's mission statement is, our pet counselors are dedicated to matching the right pet with the right customer and meeting the needs of both. It is of the utmost importance that each puppy's needs are fully met, and they are always loved unconditionally when they find their forever home.
Well, puppies' life at Petland, the majority of the time, believe it or not, is they spend sleeping, because that's what puppies do. Puppies spend a majority of their day sleeping. But when they're not sleeping, they're being well cared for by our animal care technicians, and they spend a lot of time also out in our socialization rooms. If you were to come into a Petland store, you will find that we have socialization rooms where customers can come in and play and socialize with the pets before they ever have to make a buying decision. We also use these socialization rooms to exercise and play with other animals.
Socialization plays a huge part in the beginning of any puppy's life. That's why Petland encourages customers to come in and spend some time meeting and interacting with the puppies. Introducing them to different families and environments will get them accustomed to being handled and played with, and will seriously benefit the puppy's social development. Not only does it help the puppies, but it also helps educate customers on the different kinds of dog breeds and the differing personalities associated with that particular breed.
One of the great things about coming to Petland is sometimes we're considered the area zoo. And you can come in and learn about all kinds of pets, but particularly puppies. What is the right pet for your home and your environment? A lot of times, because we're a pet store, we attract children, and we love children. Children come in all the time and want to play with the pets, and particularly the puppies. And we enjoy getting those puppies out for kids under adult supervision and doing it the right way.
This docu-series is simply scratching the surface of all that goes into the daily care of Petland puppies. Puppies are also bathed and groomed on a regular basis, given ample rest time when they have been out playing all afternoon, and are watched and graded during feeding times. They are also protected with sanitation protocols that cover customers' hands, puppy toys and socialization rooms, and constant kennel attention. It is every Petland's duty to care for all our animals, big and small, to the best of our ability.
Customers coming into a Petland should expect to have fun. They should expect a great experience. It's an opportunity for them to interact with pets, to learn, to gain knowledge about the pets they already have at home. It's an opportunity for them to explore the possibility of taking home a new friend, a new family member.
And that concludes the third episode in our highly anticipated docu-series. Want to see why Petlands across the country are people's most loved choice for finding their new family members? Take the time to stop by your local Petland and speak with our friendly, knowledgeable pet counselors today. You just might find your perfect pet waiting for you.